Good evening or good night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Trahern Crews Show. Uh, got a very powerful guest here tonight who's dealing with some serious, very serious issues. We have Tabitha, the mother of Aj Stewart. Very serious issues. We have Tabitha, the mother of Aj Stewart. Very serious issues. We have Tabitha, mother of Aj Stewart. She's here with us tonight. Uh, Say what's up to the people.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
So before we get started, just tell us a little bit about AJ and who he was.
AJ, wow. AJ was uh best way to describe it, your favorite dessert. Soon as you see it come, you already happy giggly and just ooh yeah, so ready. That's
Mm,
AJ. He's always gonna light up the room. He's always if he see you down, he gonna come mess with you and be all silly with you and get you to laugh. He's very positive energy.
yeah,
Very positive energy.
man. What happened the night that AJ was killed or murdered? Actually.
Yeah. So I wasn't in the state of Minnesota at the time. I was at the time residing in Georgia, where AJ as well reside, and he was here because of Thanksgiving itself. The holiday is coming, so on December 2nd, AJ called himself trying to run over to one of his little brother's friends' residence to check and see if he can get him from over there to go with him back to Georgia because my birthday was the next day,
Mm.
December 3rd. And sad to say, that was the last time I heard AJ even saying him on his live on Facebook. Um, from what I was told, AJ was stabbed over a parking spot. This white man had already had so much hatred in him. He didn't care who the next person was going to be. As soon as somebody came on his property, they were not going to be happy. So, from what I was told, AJ had went in the house and they was hearing something of somebody out there yelling. So he came out and they seen a tow truck leaving. So AJ was like, hey, I'm I'm finna move it. The tow truck already left though. The man is standing in front of my son's truck, stopping him from getting in the driver's seat after AJ was steady yelling out, hey dude, I would just leave. Just let me move the car. I'll move the car. Just let me move the car. He was stopping my son deliberately from getting in his vehicle to move. But as soon as AJ reached for his car door, he stabbed him in his heart. AJ was in shock that he even had a weapon on him. That once he realized that it wasn't a punch, it was him actually bleeding, he went next door, back to the house where he went to, where he came over there initially. Now, this was 2021 December. It's been over a year. This man is still saying that this is self-defense.
Mm.
He has the audacity to steady try to live up to the three different stories that he gave in the different statements. It's different. Every officer that talked to him is a different statement. Their probable cause, paperwork. I'm not even understanding. Just reading that alone is him admitting everything. Yes, he called 911 and told them, I just got in the altercation with this black guy and I did not let him in this car. I was just fighting with him.
Did he
Then
use the N word when he called 911?
they wouldn't put that in the transcript because that's looked at as it was an excuse they gave me. It was an excuse they gave me. So but the actual audio is him saying every bit of it.
Mm.
Every bit of it. And that is where when his eyes got so big, he looked like he was about to have a heart attack when they let him know, like, no, it's audio from another residence down the block that has the whole thing very clearly from the beginning to the end.
Got the whole phone call or him, the whole.
Got the whole incident of hearing my son steady begging and pleading him like, hey, look, I will move I don't have a problem with moving it. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not none of them. I don't be over here. I ain't know none of that. I ain't know you had no problems. It's literally saying my son saying, I ain't know you had no beef like that. Like, he was laughing. Like, you for real? Like, man, come on, stop playing. I'll move my car. You really finna stand there like that? Like, come on now, old man. Go on the move, man. Look, dude, you get on my nerves with all this. Like, would you just move? Would you move so I can move the car? Why is you steady doing all this? Just move. In the midst of doing all that, he stabbed my son. While my son is steady trying to put his hand on the car door, that's when he stabbed him. And he said that he was in fear of his life because my son went for his car door.
But he's standing in front of the car, but he's in fear of his life.
Exactly. As well as hollering, he's as well on the paperwork, he's saying that he's, whew, Lord Jesus, this man has actually had the audacity to say that he has so many disability things going on with him. He's suffering from TBI, his body, all type of stuff is going on. Why would you come out your house instead of waiting for proper authority? And if the tow man told you that he cannot take the car unless the police advise him to, who are you to stand there and be bullying the neighborhood like you running something?
Right. Privilege.
And everybody over there already looks at that firehouse as though it is a condemned building. It's been like that for umpteen years.
What's the firehouse?
That's what it is. It's an old fire station. He's steady trying to stipulate it as it's a house. It is still, just because you have it boarded up does not make it a house. It's still, as the community knew it as, the last thing when it was open, it was where I believe the last organization was the Salvation Army, was having people come and get their little help from there because the fireplace, the actual firemen that was there had already moved to a bigger location. So back in, I want to say 2012, after we did the fundraiser, because I was here, my kids was in the area helping as well. That is what's crazy. People think because your address is Georgia, we was already here before we moved to Georgia. Like, I get time moves, but that don't mean that don't mean that you just take out whatever you're feeling inside your head out on the world. Do you not know how many people would be dead if that was legal? If that was really okay?
Do you think it should be a hate crime?
Do I think it? I felt as though this was a 2020 situation, with Minnesota, with them not admitting when they're wrong for not using certain statute laws. They're stating that there is no hate crime in Minnesota. I mean, there's no hate crime law in the state of Minnesota. That is what I was told. That is what I was told from Mr. John Choi himself.
Wow. Okay. That's good to know. I didn't know that.
I'm still trying to figure out if it's not, then how is it that one of my kids actually got charged with a hate crime because one of the officers was mad at him because he said to a person that he already knew, just like me, this is a perfect example. If me and you laughing and I'm saying, man, or even if we ain't laughing, I'm like, man, nigga, stop playing. Everybody know that is people of our culture slang. You feel me? So if you're laughing and it's something that is in not a negative way, everyone is laughing. How is it you gonna make like that is a hate crime?
And that happened here in Minnesota.
Yes, it did.
But
in the summer, right before this happened with AJ.
Oh, exactly. Okay.
So
but somebody getting killed
I had to present this to him and ask him. I did not get an answer. He said the evidence, this is how he covered me up. They call this trying to shut me up. The evidence that he has in front of him that was presented to him shows that there was no hate crime. So I'm trying to still figure out. So the video and the audio that's been in the investigations, hands, eyes from the beginning. Help me understand how you didn't see this. You didn't hear this. This man even admitting certain things. How did you not feel as though this is a person that you need to put alert of a harm to society in the community? These are other kids over here. This is a very multicultural area of kids. So you telling me teenagers that was getting a brand new cars and all that was going through all this harassment and had to worry about this with you? Are you for real? And it took for my son to get taken off this earth for y'all to see him start doing stuff around that building. They done put up bolts of concrete around where my son's car was at. They done put extra signs, videos, and all that. Now you want to do all this what? After I lost my son, though. Why you didn't do this before then?
So with and again, this is over a parking spot, right?
Yes, all of a parking spot where everyone over there, he even admitted in the probable cause statement that he knows everyone parks over there by the light pole. He knows this. He allows certain people, other type of people cannot park over there. That is in the probable cause statement.
So he thinks he can decide who gets to park where and where.
No, they're trying to, you know how you can sit here and not say the word nigga and just say them people or them type of people?
Right.
That is what's stated directly in the like. Are you for real? Who are you referring to? Because you have nothing but whites on one side of your block, and the other side is multicultural. So which ones are you stipulating this to? You said to the east. So to the east is this side of your building. That means so everybody over here ain't supposed to be using, but you're on that side of the block. Now, if everybody has the courtesy, the common courtesy for you, who are you that you're not supposed to be the same? Are you for real? That's called community. That's and you're a landlord. So help me understand how you don't know this already. That's just common sense.
And to stab somebody over a parking spot, though, that's just ridiculous.
Senseless. That's senseless. You took my whole child over something that's senseless. An inspiring young man that was really aiming for nothing but greatness out here in this earth. And you took him for no reason. And you really think smiling and smirking your way through and using your prestigious color of your skin and the people that you have in your bloodline is going to stop this? No, it's not. Because I'm not going to be quiet. I'm not finna not let everybody know what is going on. I can't. I love my child too much. Period. I'm not going. If I didn't sit back and was a yes man when my son was alive, when my daughter was alive, why would I be like that now and they gone?
Right.
Then you bogusly take him. No. I'm gonna sit back and see exactly how far, and then I'm gonna take my strategy and see what I need to do and make sure that it's all out because I'm not sitting back on this. And then all of the court dates are deliberately being put around the memorial time or the times of the big sentencing of all of the other victims that was taken by police officers. That is just so ironically weird to me.
For instance, give me an example.
For instance, may his soul rest in peace. The young guy from the same day that all this happened, the Kim Porter case, she was just getting sentenced. She was just getting all of it was still fresh of her sentencing. The next date of something that was important, it was the anniversary of Amir Lockett. Amir Lockett. I felt so bad. And so, it doesn't have to be your child for you not to still respect the honor of that baby and their family. You feel me?
Yes, ma'am.
For them to be the system, why do you not think that these other mothers are not thinking and doing their research to see this? Everyone deserves a level of respect. And they don't care about none of that on no level. All they care about is how they being looked at and how that case is being looked at across the world. That's why my son's case is not allowed. No news. My son's case is not allowed. No newscast has been denied. No audio or video. It's been denied.
From the court case that's coming up?
From the court case, period. Even while it's been during the motions, it has been denied.
Did the judge say why?
I don't get an exact explanation. I never have. I just keep asking the different newscast people, can you please just keep trying? Can you please just keep trying? Can you please just keep trying? Just like they reduce his bail. Who on earth gets a bail reduction in the same day? Where does that happen? It went from $1 million to 500,000. So anybody else will have to wait 30 days for another bail reduction. Why this man had a whole bail reduction and was out and had this release? My son was there. Aj funeral was December 15th. He was already out on bail and his bail was reduced. Help that make sense to me, please.
And he was charged with unintentional second degree.
Unintentional, after he already admitted that he stopped my son from getting in his vehicle. He admitted, it's in the probable cause statement. This came out of his own mouth. Of him admitting, standing there, telling my son, don't come over here. No, you're not getting in this car. You're not getting in this car. He said, the tow man just left. Let me get in my car. What did you want? It's a whole audio, all of that. And as well as him admitting it. So help me understand, how is it not probable cause? Where did the non-intent come from? I'm still trying to understand that part. They told me there's no evidence that is showing that, is what I was told.
Is there, did they give you so it definitely shouldn't be unintentional. Is there a reason why they said it went down from $1 million to 500,000?
No. Not at all. Not at all. I still have. They still haven't even gave me an explanation as to how it was done that fast. That's a record to me. I've never, ever in life. Who gets it for real? I've never seen that in my life, ever. I don't know nobody ever in life that is on a murder case getting a bail reduction that fast.
How many days was it?
He was arrested December 3rd. He was out December 14th.
And you're saying it usually takes 30 days
For a bail reduction, especially a murder case. I'm trying to understand why the statute limitation laws and all this stuff ain't being used right now.
So do you feel? Go ahead.
No, I'm taking a breath. I was just taking a breather.
Now, court proceedings started today.
Today was the last day. Today's the last day of the motions. The trial started March 27th, and every day after that until is needed.
What stuck out to you today?
Everything. The whole energy. The nonchalant, like this is not an important case, is what to my soul and the lining. Like, how can y'all sit here? First off, I come in and they was already shocked that I was there because they think I'm in Georgia. They really think I am still in Georgia. They really honestly thought I was going to be on Zoom. I was not going to be here before trial. Because today is the last day that all the evidence and all that type of stuff has to be in. So I had to make sure that I went straight on the side of the crime victim advocate so that the judge can pay attention and see that I am a victim myself while y'all sitting here. Hello, are you for real? When is the seriousness gonna kick in? Like, I get the ha ha he he and when you're trying to get a plea down, but this man already said he ain't going. He's not doing no plea. He's fighting. It should be seriousness. Hey, let's get to the focus. I didn't feel none of that. I felt like everything was all about him. Literally. And then he came in there like he was so much of a victim. This man came in there like
take your time.
That's they come in there with a whole cane, like he just so decrypted, like just so messed up with blinder glasses on. But you was just on Zoom last month, October, nothing wrong with you. But now it's getting close to trial, and the jurors are about to start seeing and hearing it. Now you want to play this oh so old victim man. There's no way, and you're a veteran. Had this pennant on him, just so proud. Just so proud. And took everything in me. Like, they stood in front of me. They made sure that I left out before him. And they blocked me into the corner to make sure, like, I just breathe and, like, just don't feed into what he's on. Like, that's protocol. People gonna try when they trying to play self-defense, they gonna play their role. And Lord knows everything's up in me. Was ready to just play that role right along with him. You want to play? I'm ready to play it too. And I ain't talking about no positive moment. You're not finna sit here and act like my son was that type of person. And me stand there and take it.
Can you expand on that a little bit?
Him smirking, he playing the victim like he's so scared. He's so in fear. Why would you be in fear of a black woman coming in the courtroom? That didn't make sense to me. They already made sure that I was good and separated from you. You on one side, I'm on the other side. You in the front, I'm in the back. You feel? I leave out before you. They got the people right. You feel me? So how are you feeling? Because you feel my eyes on your neck because you know you did wrong. As a parent, you know you did wrong. Period. Exactly. And your conscience is starting to eat at your butt, and you deserve every second of it. And it just felt so hurtful to see him literally try to make my son look like he was just over there just to pick on him. And he wasn't even studying that man. I bet you AJ don't even remember that as our old landlord. We've been gone almost 10 years. My son just came out here. He did not come over there on no extra mess of nothing he never have. That's not his character. AJ is almost 30 years old. Next year, AJ would be 30 years old. Damn. He would be 29. He was 27 when he passed. An inspiring entrepreneur out here. Are you serious? This boy is literally reading up, seeing how kids younger than him have their own business. That made him feel some type of way. He got on top of his business because he's seeing that his brothers got kids, meaning he is a uncle. He has no choice in life but to be a positive role model. That is how he raised in Chicago. I can't help how the next person has this negative mentality of us because we're raised in the city of Chicago. Like, are y'all serious? Not everybody is this ignorant person that y'all want to portray. People do have common sense. People do have an educational, literally sense about themselves, and they move in that motion. Not everyone that dress in an urban way means that they are a nuisance or a threat.
And he never put his hands. AJ was trying to leave.
AJ literally told him, "Hey, I'm just trying to leave." That's clear on audio. I'm just trying to go. You feel me? I get it. You mad. I ain't got nothing to do with what you mad with the people over here. You feel me? You mad at whoever on the community. I don't live over here, sir. I'm just trying to get my car. And you put your hands on my child. What you thought, even if it wasn't my son, what you thought any other grown young man was gonna do? Are you serious? And then you sitting here making it like you're right for stopping him to move the car. A parking spot. Like, sir, when did this ever start kicking in your head that this is what you just did? That's why all three of you got 3-4 different statements, because it started kicking in once all them officers like, are you for real? You really just did this over a parking spot? Why you didn't just let him leave? Why you didn't just go and make another report? Why you didn't just go to, you feel me? Like everybody was getting on him like, it's other ways you could have handled this. Like, why did you take it to this? But now at the same token, why ain't nobody standing on the charge?
What do you mean by that?
If it can be in the what I just said, the proper call statement of what everybody was saying and all this extra stuff, and it is showing so clearly that he is in the wrong, and he admitted he's in the wrong. He made the 911 call admitting he just did wrong. Help me understand why these charges are the way they are.
Right.
And why any other person, why did they have to say, why is this me that's saying this? Why it ain't people that was in the case? Like, sorry, sir, you don't think you want to like re-go over this because we gave you XYZ. We even want to see this man not in our community and worry about another kid. You know what I'm saying? It can be somebody that look grown and just be a teenager that has their license, trying to come past and show off their car. And this is what they have to worry about being over there. Are you for real? Come on now. Kids got enough to worry about in the world. The last thing they need to worry about is this back in the day level of racism. Are you serious? They already have different levels of racism to worry about because they realizing now what was trying to be taught to them is not being comprehended, and they're catching it on their own, and they're catching it late. You feel me? Some do, some don't. But those, when they catching it, it's like, dang. And I'm not trying to see no other child, no other mother, no other family go through what I'm going through. Not just this man killing my son, but even the system feeling as though because certain people that are not police officers can get away with this. We can push this under the rug because we got all of these other things that, because they're going to worry about the ones with police. He's not an officer. We can just slide this under the rug. I don't want no family have to go through this, because I'm not finna sit back and let this happen. And I'm making sure it's concrete that don't nan behind me. If this ever, Lord God, please forbid it. No one other will ever have to worry about this again. So I am making sure I got to tuck these tears and I got to get it out. I can't keep talking to these four walls and just calling people. Oh, I need this from the governor office. I need the commissioner. I need the mayor, and just waiting for their call. No, it's time to start reaching out to different social podiums and getting this out here. Trial is here, and they are really feeling confident with him saying he's fighting it. Oh, because he's saying he's fighting it, so we don't have to put up a fight. It's a juror. This is going from in front of jurors. It's not going in front of a judge. So that means you need to put forth a fight of showing why he's guilty.
So do you think that's going? Is that hot?
I don't feel as though the state is showing that they're putting forth the effort to prove that this man is wrong. I feel as though that they're going to just let him use. They're going to use what he's using.
But you can explain.
Meaning his own statement, his own probable cause statement. Meaning what he spoke with each officer. Meaning the young guy that had walked out the house and seen that the car, that the tow truck lights was out there, the hair had been warn my son. So that's why he came out, because he didn't want his car being sold. That's what he thought was going to happen. So he, hey, don't worry about it. I'll move it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that is the only thing they're worried about. They don't have the people that was sitting there saying, oh yeah, I live right here across the street. And I live right across the alley. I seen everything out my balcony.
So they're not.
I live up. No. They're not on there now. I was told about all this in the beginning. Oh no, we got this person that's gonna say this, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. As soon as I find out what he's being charged, I'm like, what, second degree? How is this second? This is every level of first. With intent, premeditated. You already felt some type of way about people parking right there. It didn't have to be my son. It was anybody. You felt as though it was enough was enough. And you was going to handle it yourself. This in the probable cause statement. He said that he made my son stand there because he was taking matters in his own hands.
Wow.
Enough is enough. That's why I keep stating that, because it's in the probable cause. If y'all can sit John Choi and let him get second degree with non-intent, and this man sat here and admitted he did this because he felt some type of way and he wasn't waiting on y'all no more. Enough is enough. I'm saying enough is enough. So now what are y'all going to do? You gonna sit here and think that I'm gonna be quiet? No, because I will stand in front of the state capitol with a whole bullhorn every day if I got to. Somebody gonna hear me.
No doubt.
Somebody gonna get tired of me.
What do you want? What charges and what do you want to see happen?
I want his charges to go up. I don't feel as though he was charged correctly in the first place. I feel as though they felt because it was other big profiled cases going on at the same time, that this was a one that they can go on and sweep under the rug, and they ain't got to keep having the bashing of the white police here. This man lawyer is Earl Grey. Who is Earl Grey? the lawyer for all of the police officers.
Wow.
It's just common sense to me, especially because I know my laws. So it's just like, oh wow, so y'all really think everybody black is dumb, huh? That's sad, because I'm not one of them. And it's even more sadder because I'm not going to be quiet. I will sit here with my tears only because I'm strategizing in my head. Because I'm not finna sit here and move the way that my heart wants to. I know I'm a mother. I know, but I'm also a woman first.
Do
I
you
know
think
my son would not want me to be under jail trying to prove a point versus out here and getting legislated laws connected and together, so there's no reason for them to have to worry about nothing of this level ever happening again.
what do you want community members to contact John Choi and tell him
That would be beautiful if we can do this again.
to get the to get some more serious charges about this, to make this a hate crime, actually, especially if there's audio.
To take this case most serious, period.
Right.
To literally seriously take this case seriously. Because if you can sit here and feel comfortable with charging it with a second degree with none intent after this man admitted it. Come on now. Anybody can go on the law library and look up the Minnesota statute and say, come on, y'all know y'all can do better than this. This is public information. I'm not born from this state, but I have stayed here from 2004 to 2014. Trust and believe. I know how it goes here. So I already knew how to handle my inner emotions and have different people around me, because nobody was going to believe what I was going to walk through. I knew this already. I had to step back for a minute and prepare myself, prepare my health, prepare my heart, prepare my mind. Because I already know they were going to do this 2020. Oh no, certain stuff was going to come up missing. What they told me in the beginning, they don't know nothing about, they don't remember, they don't recall. Oh, don't worry. I wrote down all the notes, dates, names, everything. So help me understand. Because either you're going to comply and act right with the statutes, the limitations of how this is supposed to be going, or I am going to bring this to the people above your head while this is going through trial. Because y'all trying to make sure you paint a picture for the jurors to help this man. What makes you think I'm not going to go above y'all head to make sure I help my son? Because I had to wait for it to become public paperwork for me to know certain things. They was withholding information, something that is supposed to be directly told to me because I am the mother of the deceased. I was not able to find out nothing until I was able to go on Google and figure it out myself.
Wow. Man, yeah. So why would they do that to the mother, though?
I'm still trying to understand that myself. And then the crimes victim advocate has to have permission as to what to discuss with you about. This is what was consistently told to me.
Say that one more time.
They have to ask permission. Like if you call them and ask your crimes victim advocate a question about anything of the case because you're not getting an answer from the prosecutors when you call them, they're going to say, they told me that they have to get permission from her first as to what to discuss with me about. I'm the mother of the deceased. Who you got to ask anything about? I thought we was all on the same team. I thought this was the team of justice for AJ. Are you for real?
Yeah, it doesn't seem so. Just to recap what you just said, you don't feel like, and this isn't a knock on the state or anything like that, but you just feel like they need to go harder.
Yes. They need to show that they're actually going to not just let this be brushed under the rug because you don't want it in the social media, so you blocking all of those walls, and you're going to just sit here and just throw a little pitter-patter little tap on the hand to him because, we already know, who your family and all of them is, so, you ain't got to worry about it. And you're 50. You're a veteran. We got you. No, the hell. If that was a black man in the same seat, he would already be fried and dead and going down the daggone lane. Are you for real?
Exactly.
No, this is not finna work for me.
Exactly.
My son did not deserve to get taken off this earth senselessly like this. Are you serious? I'm not going. No, I'm not accepting this. I need to feel more reassured. I need to see more reassurance. I ain't been getting none of that. All I've been getting is, oh no, certain things has been disclosed and certain things we don't have yet. How you don't have it and you ready for a trial? Trial is next month. What's going on here? Just certain things that the common sense that I have, because I know the law wherever I go. I have to. I got teenagers, so I have to change. I have to change their mental of Chicago into the way of life of Minnesota. So I had to. My kids weren't brought up blind. Hey, no, in this state, y'all age bracket, they sitting here just because y'all walking to the store together. Y'all looked at it as a game. I have 4 boys. So I will have to start making them walk just 2 at a time.
Wow.
They would be so mad. They didn't understand it. They was kids. They was mad. They stayed mad. So they would just go out the back door, be like, man, ain't no man, mom, are you for real? We gotta really do this for yeah. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. They start harassing them, and I will have to tell these are siblings. Like, no, they all came from me. They're siblings. They're telling me, no, this is a gang. Considered in. Say, now, see, kids, y'all heard me say this. Now y'all heard them say this. They're gonna harass y'all, period, just because y'all wear urban gear and they trying to figure out why y'all looking this good and everybody ain't messing with y'all. And y'all say y'all from Chicago? Y'all look too comfortable. Y'all supposed to be some ratchet kids. They were all on athletic programs, after school academics, good grades. You would think the officers in the community would be, hey, high five, good deal. They did not get none of that in the East Side. They didn't get none of that. My son Aj was so honoring of being in high school and having a job through a temp service that he wouldn't even. I was driving a truck at the time. He wouldn't even let me take him. He would be like, no, mom, I'm getting on the bus. I got this. I'm getting on the bus. And it started, it's to a landing in me that I was not being adamant on him with me taking him because he would get out late at night. And one day he finally told me, I never forget this. He said, he held my hands. He sat me down. He said, Mama, I can't take it no more. They're jumping me. My son finally broke down and was telling me his police are, I'm getting chill. His police brutality incidents that he was steady getting on the East Side. And they were steady telling him because he was around different guys, certain guys, that he must be this, you must be that. Oh, how you around them and they don't get along with that one? Oh, I'm gonna tell them that you be around it. He like, so we all go to school together. What is y'all up? They finna beat him up. He brought it to me because he was trying to ask me, how do he handle that? If he was doing everything that I told him by saying, yes, sir, no, sir, looking them not directly in the eyes, but, in a respectful demeanor, like how you would speak to someone on a job interview, like you give them that body language. Don't give them the, what I'm saying? Like I raised my sons to already be alert and be aware. That disturbed them. And that forced them to feel some type of way because he did not act weak. And they was beating on him every time he got on that bus coming home. On the bus leaving from school to go to work. They would even catch him down the block from the school. Or
this is the St. Paul police doing this
yes.
to you, sir.
Yes.
Look, how old was he about?
At the time, AJ was 16, 17 years old.
Okay. And so, yeah, a lot of people don't know about what some of the interactions
how they be,
on the East Side and things like that. But I think we're gonna have you come back, and we might just go have a show about that and how that relates to just everything that's happening
Yeah, it gets
with
deep.
AJ and stuff right now.
This is, I really, I really would love for everyone to like get more involved. Don't be scared to speak how you feel when you see what is going on is wrong, because it could be your child, it could
Mm,
be your nephew, it could be your cousin, it could be your family member. When you're seeing unnecessary disrespect, just like back in the day when we couldn't go and be out when the block light come on, when street light come on, you be like, hey, you better get, you see, you hear one of somebody neighbor be like, hey, you better get your butt home, you know your grandma, yada yada. It needs to get back to that.
mm.
It needs to get back to the community feeling as though it takes a village to raise a child.
If people want to help or get involved or get in touch with you for an interview or just reach out and help, how can they get in touch with you? A number you feel or contact info that you
They
feel
can
comfortable.
reach me through Justice for AJ page. I'm always on there. I can receive messages on there. I have not been able to post on neither one of my social medias, sadly to say. But yeah, so I just tried it on a different device, so hopefully it'll work this time.
All right, so maybe in about right before the trial officially starts, we're gonna have you come back and do some call to actions.
That would be beautiful. I would love to.
All right, thank you for taking some time out tonight for a little later interview to talk to the
Okay.
people here on the Trahern Crews Show.
I
This show will be rebroadcasted this Sunday on www.blacktvs.com or Black Watch Television on your Roku channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a prosperous week. And justice for AJ. You
just
dig?
for AJ. Amen.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Mr. Hearns.
Thank you for coming on and speaking with us.